So here we go then. It's myself, Ben Taylor Fuente, with Callum Matthews back in the commentary box for this Champion of Champions Cup final. Callum, if you'd like to explain how these players have got here.
So to be eligible to get to this point, you have to have won either the MVP, which is winning the most frames in your division, or have the best average. Now these two players, obviously Brett plays in the Premier Division, Mark Lamprey in the First Division. They both won, or both had the most frames, and they both had the best average. So in other years gone by, if a player has had a different average, you might have had to have a playoff, but this season we haven't had to have that. And if you look at the average of the both players, I mean, they're up in the 80s, 80% win rate for both players. I mean, that's astonishing. It really is.
Yeah, if you're winning 4 out of 5 frames that you play for your team, you're doing pretty well.
I mean, Brett's won. He's played 80 frames. He's lost 15. Mark has played 72 and lost 14. I mean, they've got an outstanding record this season.
So, I don't remember ever in the Champion of Champions the First Division player beating the Premier Division.
No, I can't remember that.
And Brett, it's going to be a hard ask for Mark because Brett's in the singles final as well.
Brett is, yeah. He's always there or thereabouts in most competitions, so it's going to be hard for Mark.
It's a short race to 4. We'll see what
Mark is capable of, get a couple of frames together. And I think he's won the lag, so. Mark Lamprey to break, first frame. And he's broken dry. Brett Williams at the table after that dry break from Mark, looking to take on the yellows. And he's played that well. He's got the one to the middle, and he's got to plant those two yellows nearest the left corner pocket. And his only real difficult ball you can see is the yellow in between those two reds on the side cushion.
And he'll be looking to get into that as soon as he can.
Might even try it off this shot here, I don't know. No.
He might be leaving the double. He might be happy to just leave that double rather than move it.
He might be able to screw into it now, I don't know. No. Like you said, I think he may be left with a double on that one. No, he's going for the double now.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good shot.
Right in the middle. This looks ominous for Mark right from the off.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a good shot. He didn't want to be too straight on that.
Now it's a pretty dead set plant, so the first yellow is going to stay pretty much where the second yellow is. So it depends what he wants to do with the white here. Oh, that's clever. He just used a bit of side to
pin it off the red. Can he hold it for the black in the other corner pocket though?
Probably got a bit too much angle, so. What you don't want to do if you're
red to leave it in the middle.
What you don't want to do if you're Brett is to clear all your balls and leave Mark a free table here. Yep, whoa. And that's exactly what he's done. So Mark's got a chance. Tough opener, but he has got a chance.
He might have a free shot here. He can get that red off the cushion. No, he's going to play the snooker, I think. Yeah.
It's not the worst shot in the world because up and down's blocked. So that's a tough one to get out of. You know, the normal angle straight up and down is blocked, so he's either got
a lot of left on it.
Yeah, or a bit of right and go the other way. And
playing up and down with a lot of left.
I think I prefer to go between black and red with right hand side, but yeah, no, he just hasn't got hold of that at all.
Take it.
Hasn't got hold of that at all. Good chance now.
Free visit from Mark.
The black's obviously tied up his last red, but he can free a couple of balls here. He's actually going to get rid of Brett's yellow over the pocket. Yeah, it's not the worst idea at all. And now he's in complete control of this table.
Again, I think I like getting one of those reds off the side cushion there because he'll leave Brett in a snooker. If he can get that one off the middle jaw.
Yeah.
Good shot. I mean,
he might just be running that. No, that's okay. He didn't run to the cushion, so that's okay.
It's an easy snooker to get out of, but
you've got to think that however Brett hits this black, he's probably going to be freeing up Mark's difficult red. So it's a clever shot from Mark.
I think in this instance I like just coming off the side cushion, just landing on the black. Pushes it closer to that red. It's going to attack him.
Well, there's no point leaving the black where it was because all that was going to happen was Mark was going to get another ball off the cushion and leave him snookered again. So I think it's absolutely the right thing to do. He's got a bit lucky with where the two reds are finished on the right-hand side. That creates a problem for Mark.
Do you play that plant now knowing that you're leaving the white? So he's tried to free up those two reds and leave the white where the reds were, but he's come a bit too far. Brett's got a shot here at this black.
It is a tough one. Yeah, it is.
On the cushion. Tester queuing coming up.
Oh,
that's a great shot. The old man still got it. So Brett Williams breaking us off here in frame 2.
They've split lovely, haven't they?
Don't know, I think yellow's for me here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just that red next to the black. It might go past the yellow in the bottom corner, but there's just no need to take the risk, really. Yellows are nice and easy. You can play the one over the left middle and come on to the two that are difficult.
Yeah.
And then they're all there. Yeah, perfect.
The middle, yeah, that's what it's done. Expect Brett 9 times out of 10 to make this clearance now. Take this to the middle. Take the two yellows down to the same corner, and he's got that yellow in the other corner, and then drop the black in the middle. That's the way I'd go.
Oh, it's dropped.
Oh, it's just got away with that. It's just dropped at the last second.
Mark had a think he was halfway out of his seat there.
Draw the white back, past the back now.
And where's that finished up? That's perfect.
Yeah, yellow in the corner, black in the middle.
Considering the players haven't had a chance to practice on these tables, this is an ominous start for Brett. He's got the pace of the table. Lovely.
Good frame that. He looks hungry. He looks hungry. Sure, Gary Horseman will be watching on.
Yeah, Brett plays Gary in the big singles final later. First time Gary's got to the final, I believe. And he was certainly unfavoured in the semi-final where he beat Darren Hughes, and we've already seen how good Darren Hughes plays. So I'm really intrigued by that singles final because Gary's attacking play, I mean, he's not going to change.
No.
So I think it's just a case of what sort of Brett turns up. But it seems to be in good form, doesn't he?
It does, especially with that clearance. Frame 3, mark to break.
Yes, he puts the cue on the break between two fingers there, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see many players use that. Use that method, but he's come up dry again.
I wonder if that red by the black, if you can see enough of that.
You can see enough to pot that, and then there's only looks like there's one.
No, we can't, so it might go to the top right though. Don't know if it goes past that black.
Try to knock it out.
It'll go bottom left now.
And it's got the plant to the middle. You can play next.
Yeah. I mean, this was always going to be a tough ask for Mark, but when you're not getting first go at frames, it's even harder.
So he hasn't really had a chance yet, has he? Brett's been superb thus far.
That's a nice little nudge. He's just kept the white there with that.
Might want to play this into the middle and then into the corner.
Yeah, you can see that goes past the black, but I think he'll be playing for it in the middle pocket as he's queuing up now.
Play this into the middle. He's got the one into the corner.
Yeah, I can see why he's going this way, because he can guess on the plant early to clear that off. Oh, he's just about okay, I think. That went a lot further than it intended. But I think I would have gone up the top of the table first there, just to keep the work nice and tidy. Yeah, you can clearly see that goes. What a great camera angle that is. He's missed it. Did it reach a cushion? I think the yellow might have just nudged a cushion.
Yeah, was that a foul? So
I think the yellow nudged
called,
a cushion.
So but the yellow must have touched.
Brett's just looking quizzically at it, so maybe it has been called a foul. I think he intended to pop Brett's red there, so yeah, it must have been a foul. Yeah, he's still at the table, so.
It's gone a bit awkward now, I think.
Yeah, if he had potted that red, it would have been a much nicer table for him, because he would only have had one ball really to block Brett from potting, but now he's wherever he leaves the white, he's going to be leaving a shot probably. So he needs to get something done with this shot.
Missed that pot, but has he covered that red?
He might well have done. Yeah, certainly closed.
From back there, he's opened up the red.
Well, he might be able to pop this and pop the red if he
more.
can go past it. Oh, he's just trying to cover the pocket. I don't know if he's done enough.
Might just squeeze by the far jaw. Oh, I don't know.
So after this match, Callum, we've got the first team event of the day.
Yep.
The Divisional Cup Premier League final between Break Dish and Charlie's Angles. We haven't seen any players from any of these teams yet.
No, we haven't.
How do you see that one going?
Well, I mean, on paper you look at it and you look at the league positions for this season. I mean, Break Dish are favourites. There's no doubt about it. But then you look at Charlie Angles' record in this competition. I mean, they put out our league winners Rat Pack 8-6. So
yeah, I don't think many people could believe that result. Oh, that's a fantastic shot there from Mark Lamprey. He's potted his ball and got all his balls in the open in one go. What a great shot. Now he's got a real chance to stamp some authority on this. If he can clear these, he's well in for a shout. Awkward cue in. He's still at the table. Sorry, Callum. Mark's shot caught me out there. Yeah, so Break Dish definitely going to be favourites for the Divisional Cup Premier League final. But yeah.
I think it'll be a close one. I really do.
Oh, what a shot, Mark. Here we go. Confidence is going now. Crowd's getting behind him. Everyone loves an underdog.
If he plays this in the corner and leaves the yellow to the middle with enough angle that he can just come back, and then he's got the yellow in the same middle pocket.
I'm not sure if the bottom yellow on the table will go into the middle pocket past the other yellow. If it does, then these might be okay. He's obviously got to get there. Oh, has he reached? Yes.
Has he got an angle?
I think he might be straight.
He's too straight there. He wanted a bit of angle so he could come back in between those two reds as you see on your picture now. So he's got a choice of yellows into the middle.
Well, I think all he can leave here is a double. He's got a rule number 1, pot your yellow.
Yeah.
He's given that some. Gone a bit too far. Well, he's got to come up with some more magic here, but he's already had 2 fantastic shots in this frame.
Is he looking at coming off, I don't know if that goes, off the red, off the other red into the middle pocket. Don't know if he can see enough of it.
He went for the double. I'll tell you what, if it... Oh,
What pace?
oh, that's really unfortunate. He's left that
He's
open now.
opened it all up for Brett now, I think.
Yeah, Brett always just likes to make sure he's leaving the white where he wants to leave it. Won't see him just getting down and hitting the ball.
He takes his time, doesn't he? Make sure the shot is right.
It's just a professional way of doing things, isn't it? I miss far too many because I just get down and hit them. Who's rattled it? Oh, here we go then, Mark. I am surprised that's the way Brett went. I thought he had left the one to the bottom right, quite deliberately.
Well, chance here for Mark to get a frame on the board.
Which way does he want to go? Just don't snooker yourself, Mark. Make sure you get around that red.
Bit of nerves there. I mean, there's a shot here. He can play the red into the middle and then play the red up the top and then play for the gap in between the black and the yellow for the red in the other corner.
It's a lot harder than the last clearance he has. Yeah, nice angle here. He's just got to make sure he leaves a decent angle on the last red. Got to be able to get back down the table for this black. Bit of shoulder in that one. That white's going to rattle in that pocket, and he's okay. But he is going to struggle to get down the right-hand side of the table.
Do something with the cue ball here, isn't he?
I mean, the only way I can see of getting
across.
this side is, 3 cushions. Right cushion, left cushion below the middle, bottom cushion.
Into the middle.
And yeah, black into the middle, or if he plays it harder, he'll go off the 4th cushion as well. Yeah, he's looking at leaving the black to the middle there. You can see where he's lined up his cue. But he's going to have to hit this some. 30 seconds has been cool. Oh, that's pretty good. Is it going to hold up? Oh, he's right in between them.
Does it go?
No, it doesn't go past the yellow. I think he's asked for the white to be cleaned here. And the referee is just getting a ball marker. Here we go. Here's what he asked. And the crowd, of course. Oh, he's asked for the black to be clean. There must have been a big mark on the black. That's just what you need, isn't it?
Yeah. Good ref in there from Matt Pinku.
Especially without pressure. You don't get that in the IPA.
Good ref in. So, Brett's looking at taking this black into the top right-hand corner as we look.
No, not there.
Not there. So Mark's got another reprieve.
Show you like a class, man. Come on.
The beers are flowing already, I believe. Ooh. Now. Ooh. I saw someone do that in the US Open, in the very final, and he just feathered the four ball with it. And
Is it called? Called as a foul?
Yeah,
Called
absolutely. Nigel Rees, top referee, was on hand.
Ah.
Now, does that black go?
I don't think it.
If not, that's not so bad.
No.
Doesn't go. Paul Mouldin shaking his head. There you go. That's a great angle there.
You might have the cue ball clean this time.
That'll give him another 30 seconds to think about it.
Don't know. Looking at the double, I don't.
I'm not sure if it's on for the cocked hat, but maybe bottom right corner. Oh, we tried to go inside the yellow.
Yeah.
Well, now he's in a world of pain.
Yeah.
Come on then, Mark. All you got to do is
over the pocket.
I think I'd leave that one there. I think I'd just play safe off this bottom yellow. If he's feeling confident, he can try a free pot.
Roll it over the pocket. Leave the white down here. That's what he's done.
Oh, as long as he doesn't leave a big pocket. Oh. Now that is a
Get
chance.
the angle though to. Does it miss the yellow?
I think as a straight double, I think it would have been tight. But now he's got that yellow there. He doesn't have to get as close to the top yellow with the black. He's just eyeing it up. No.
Double kiss.
That was a mile off.
Wow.
For Brett, that was a mile off. He's very lucky with where that.
He's left it black in worst position you could want it.
If you're Mark, yeah.
If you're Mark, yeah.
If that's middle of the table, Mark's clearing these up. But now, I mean, he has got a ball down the bottom right, so he can get pretty close to this black.
Oh, he's got to not snoop himself here.
No, he's
right,
okay. He's okay. He's just going to
good
hold
shot.
it.
Just draw it back a few inches just to get a little bit closer to it.
He's just dropped it in. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Same again, please.
It's not an easy shot though under this sort of pressure. He's got to get this right.
He's got it. And a frame on the board for Mark makes this very interesting now. It's a short race to 4. Well, they've gone everywhere, but he's dry. So Mark Lamprey finally gets first go at a frame. Mark's had 3 dishes this year, even in the first division. That's a really good return, so he's got a chance at one here. Yeah, he's picked reds. He did have a look at the 3 reds pretty close together to see whether they planted. He won't be happy at that one, leaving the yellows ready to go. I expect you'll see Brett take his tough ball on the right-hand side first here. Yeah, it's perfect. Now he's just got to work his way down the table from top to bottom.
So, good chance here for Brett now.
Didn't look to me like he cued that very strongly. It looked like he just held back a bit. Not much angle on this ball. I think he would have liked a bit more.
Have to draw it back now.
Oh, where's he
The
put
white
that?
go in.
He's okay, I think, just. Another roll and he was in all sorts of trouble. Still not ideal.
Can't get to this one down to the corner though.
Oh, that's perfect, right in the middle.
Good shot. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah.
Yellow into this corner, and then black into the other corner.
Yeah, decided to just play around the reds rather than leave an awkward cue in, because he could have just dropped that in and left it the other side of the reds. But yeah, that's definitely the better shot. It's got a massive area now to land in, and that is absolutely perfect. Simple black, and it's 3-1 Brett.
So, Mark Lamprey to break off in the 5th frame. There's that unorthodox breaking action we were talking about earlier.
He doesn't really get down on the shot. He sort of swings his arm at it.
He's come up dry again. Left Brett here, a good opportunity on reds.
Yeah, I think this is one of those situations where it's actually a little bit easier than how it looks. Because although it looks a bit congested down the bottom left of the table, all he's got to do is run this first ball through a foot or so, and he can play the one down the bottom left corner and stun the white back for the one in the bottom right corner, and then everything's in the open.
It's there, isn't it?
Even if he nudges the yellow slightly, it's not a problem. It's just going to have to lean over the yellow and red here. He might be deciding against it. I think when you're on it, you've got to take it. So he might not get that angle again. Changed his mind.
Taking it now.
See, if he runs too far here, he's on nothing, and he is.
He's taking the wrong shot on there for me.
Referee just checking if that's a touching ball. He hasn't called anything, so it must be a gap. So saving a worldie shot here. Mark's going to be in, and he can cover that bottom left pocket.
Does the referee call a touch and ball?
No, I don't believe so. He had a look at it, but I don't think he called one. Yeah, there's no way Brett would be playing to feather one of these balls if it was. Went for the pot.
Good attempt, but does that mark in?
The clearance is a bit tougher for yellows, but it's certainly there. And if he doesn't fancy it, he can absolutely cover that pocket.
Cover that pocket, can't he?
Yeah. Just got to make sure you do something so that when Brett comes back to the table, he doesn't have an easy clearance.
Is he playing to cut that down and cover it?
I think he's, covering that. Oh, he's potted it. That's probably a bit unlucky. I don't think he played to pot it.
No.
But if you can see the one just above the black that he hit first, then that will cut into the middle. Yeah, it will. It's awkward cueing.
Awkward cueing, yeah.
He's very close to this ball that he's looking at there. I wouldn't fancy that. Yeah, he's looking at that one to the middle. That's a really good shot from there.
Shot. Good shot. Really wants to be on the left-hand side of the table though. With this next shot, it's going to be hard to get there. That's why he's decided just to play the yellow over the pocket here. Don't know if Brett is looking at playing that red on the cushion just to get it out in the open. Oh, he's gone for the double. It's unlucky. Well, he definitely doesn't want to put the yellow. It's closest to the white, so he's playing the one just to the right of this red in the middle of the table.
Can he predict the white? That's the question. That's okay. That is okay. Tough opener for Brett now. If he gets it, he might be able to swing this white round with on the right-hand side. He's actually looking at the one he's closest to, which I didn't think he would be. Yeah, he's just going to...
Cut it in, or is he just going to...
No, he's just covering the pocket. This is sometimes how Brett plays. He just tries to make sure he wins the frame, or rather doesn't lose the frame.
Yeah.
Rather than going pushing the boat out sometimes.
It's a good shot though, because he's left Mark awkward as well with his queuing, so he's not going to... hasn't got much to go at anyway.
No, but he is giving Mark a free go, if you like, at his toughest ball. I know it doesn't go anywhere, save getting a flick off a red or... But this ball shouldn't be a problem for him after this shot. Well, he's decided not to play it. He's played this one. Oh, that's very close. Oh, what a great shot.
That's a great shot.
Tap of the table there from Brett, just appreciating that one. Did not see that coming. Brett's been out-Bretted there. I don't think you'll see Brett go for a clearance until he's got a clear shot at that.
That red that's...
Yeah, the red that's now in between the three yellows now doesn't go to the only pocket it went to, really. I mean, it will go to the top left, I suppose, but it's tough to get on. I don't know what he was trying there.
No.
Well, that's going to be really awkward queuing. And all of a sudden, Mark might get a chance at this.
Is it a touching ball?
These are always more difficult in English pool just because the white's so small compared to the other balls. So you've actually got to get even further over the top of the ball that's covering it.
He's got a bit of a result there because he's pushed Mark's yellow right behind his red over the pocket.
He has, although Mark, because the yellow in the bottom right corner is so far in the pocket, he can almost hit that in any angle he likes and it'll go in. So if he can pick the right angle, he can throw the white across and play the plant at the same time and skill shot that way. Let's see if he's seen that shot. Needs to play it hard enough. Great shot, Mark Lamprey. He's a bit unlucky to finish there, to be honest. But it was absolutely the right shot. I'm surprised at this. I thought he might cut the one down the bottom. That's sort of on the black spot in his smooth table. Yeah, he's just trying to. That's a dangerous game to play against Brett.
Yeah, I mean, do well from here to clear these two up, but it does give him half a chance.
You can never predict what's going to happen if you let your opponent
No.
back on the table. You know, it might, sometimes it's a lucky roll or it comes off 4 cushions and it goes in, but if you never gave them the chance in the first place, then it can't ever happen.
Does he look at the double and then the red into the corner plug? I don't know.
The way he's eyeing it up is looking at playing this along the cushion. That is a tough shot, tough shot. No, not there. He got on his next red, nice. So, proper chance for Mark. One tough one to the middle. Again, playing defensively. Might not be the worst shot in this instance. Wants to get as tight to that red as he can. That's okay.
It's not bad. I think it still goes to the top left, but...
Oh, I don't know. That is really tight. He's got down to have a look at it. Yeah, it definitely goes. I've just had a look myself because I'm right behind the shot. Now he's eyeing up the middle. That's a tough cut.
I don't like that.
No. Maybe he thinks it doesn't go to the top, but it definitely does go. Definitely. I'm not sure which way he's going.
With this shot.
Looks like he's trying to cut that to middle. That is incredibly tough. Could be shot of the day if that goes in. Oh, where's the white? Oh, unbelievable.
He's got a bit lucky there.
Lucky or unlucky. It could be either way, really. It could have kissed the white in, could have kissed the red in. How neither of them's dropped is beyond me.
So Mark now with a good chance. Just has to play these well.
He's left that, he's stretching a bit. That's the only trouble. I mean, he's always going to be okay because it's over the pocket. But you want to be able to reach it. What's he doing? Oh, he's got an extendable cue. He's just making this cue a bit longer.
Telescopic, isn't it?
That's the one. The white's in.
White's gone in.
White's gone in, bottom right corner.
Has he done that?
He just cut the one in the top right a bit too fine and it came straight down. But if you try and pot them down that, you hardly ever do it. But it always seems to happen when you're when you don't want it to. So Brett.
Well, this could be a good night now.
Could well be. Yeah, not trying anything clever. Just pot the balls. Oh, good job he's not trying anything clever. That couldn't have landed much nicer. That could have gone right behind the yellow down there, but it, as seems to always happen, he's having a little laugh to himself about it. He's getting a bit of barracking from the crowd.
Rightly so.
That's not the best angle. That's not the best angle at all, because now he's running towards the yellow, yeah. He can't believe he's put it there.
I think he's got to come right round these.
I think he's got to come 2 cushions, but
yeah,
it's really tough because
into the other corner.
Sorry, yeah, the yellow's so close to that red that he's going to do well to avoid the yellow and get the right angle. Maybe, I think he can just push through with top left and actually just bounce off this bottom cushion and come straight back up towards the right middle pocket.
Okay.
That looks to be how he's cueing it.
Yeah.
He's got to avoid that yellow though. Oh, well, because he got the flick on the yellow, the whites travel much further than he intended, so this isn't easy now.
Well, this for the match.
2-crown champion of champions. It's not there, but he's covered it. He's got away with it.
Can Can he put the yellow off the cushion into the black?
I think it's so tight, I don't think it will go past, but I don't think there's much value in snookering. He's looking at it. Possibly. He'd have to catch the black about half ball. Cushion, black half ball, and then there is a chance that it might run on. But if you don't want to find that gap exactly. Well, that's a real shame, because any more pace and he's got that perfect.
I think he might have left Brett the double here.
He has left a bit of a reverse double here. Just got to be able to get the white out of the way, which I think he can. But if Brett doesn't get near the knuckles here, he's going to leave an easy finish. Or if he hits it too hard and rattles it, it will go out the way and another easy finish. And even if it stays in the pocket, there is the outside chance of a skill shot. So you don't really want this for the match.
No. He's got to go for it, I think.
Absolutely, there's no other choice. Went big. See, he felt he had to hit that hard to get the white out of the way, and so therefore that made the black spit out the pocket, and so now there's a gap. And Mark's got almost exactly the same finish he had in frame 3.
Where he had the black along the cushion.
Absolutely, yeah. He just wants to make sure he comes high enough off this first one, so that he
doesn't want to be low on this.
Absolutely. And I don't know if it's in his mind, the last time he played a ball over the pocket, he ran the white all the way into the opposite pocket, so he might play this too slow, and he has played it too slow.
Just caught that call as well, so he's...
Is it worth not playing the pot here? Getting the white up table, or is he going to go for it? Yeah, he didn't play the pot. That's a really clever shot. That's a good shot.
There for Mark.
Sensible, considering where he left himself.
Yes, you could have put the yellow in that instance, but you've no guarantee where you were going to get that white ball.
You'd pretty much have the white in the same position it is now, and you'd rather your opponent have this shot than you had this shot. I mean, if Brett pots this, you've got to, fair enough. Fair enough, but I wouldn't fancy that one.
He's looking at the full-length double, isn't he?
I don't know if he knows what he's looking at.
Full-length double into the top right-hand corner. I've seen him play this shot before.
It'll be close. Not close enough. Now, where's that going to hang?
Oh, it's just crept past the middle.
And again, what decision to make now? Now, that's an easier black than the last one.
Yeah.
But if you leave the white exactly where it is now, you can't double that.
No.
He's trying to use the yellow to cover it, and I don't think he has. Has he left enough angle for the cross double? But I think the white might be in the way that way. I think that might be okay.
Well, I think he can from that angle. I think he can play the cross double.
He didn't play it.
No,
didn't play it. Didn't want the double kiss. He was trying to leave the white near the top right somewhere.
So, one good long shot here from Mark, and he's right back in this match.
Got to go full-blooded for this. No, and I think that is that. Let's see where the black is in comparison. Can he cut that in the middle? I think he can. Yeah, he absolutely can. And save losing the white somewhere, this is going to be it.
Yeah,
and that is
Full wonder Brett Williams.
Champions winner. Popular win, as you can hear from the crowd. and I will try and get a word with the champion of
Not a
champions
popular
winner.
win, is it?
I'll try and get a word with the champion of champions winner in just a second. Okay, so I'm here with Champion of Champions 2019, Brett Williams. Brett, you seemed to start really strong there. We thought you were going to run away with it, and then a miss in the third seemed to let Mark back in. How was you feeling at that point?
Yeah, it was a poor plant in the middle pocket. Gave Mark an opportunity to get a foothold in the game, which I shouldn't let him have really. But try and entertain the crowd, as you do. Play attacking shots. Sometimes they don't come off.
You seem to have a real form of consistency this year. You've got 81.25% frame winning percentage. Where's that form come from this year?
If you ask my teammates, it'll be because I play the weakest player every week. There may be some truth in that.
And obviously the big one for yourself and individually is the singles final against Gary Horseman this evening, 6 p.m. How are you feeling ahead of that one?
Yeah, of course. I've had a couple of weeks off, but I'm looking forward to it. Gary's a strong player. He'll attack. I'll attack. Whoever pots the most will win, in theory. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good game. I haven't been there for a few years now in the final, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well done on the Champion of Champions win, Brett. Look forward to seeing you again later.
Thanks, Ben.